Hey gang! Welcome to part 2 of the Ultimate Trap Guide. Today we will cover Gen 4 up until Gen 9 heroes for Influencer Trap in State of Survival. Go check out Kratos' Discord server after this video. All the info provided here can be read again in his spreadsheets. It's linked in the description. Without further ado, let's take a look at Gen 4. Generation 4 marks the arrival of new battle engine. Hero skills aren't as linear as they were in the old battle engine and are dependent on several factors. Damage-based skills are still the main element we're looking for when picking the right heroes. Damage reducers are useless, as mentioned in the previous part of the Trap Guide. From this point, all heroes have active skills. The amount of infantry we send will depend on the hero we use. Brook's first skill only increases the damage of infantry troops. Since infantry troops do not do many damage, but mostly take damage from attackers. Her second skill is a damage reducer to the enemy troops, and her final skill only does a small damage boost to riders and hunters. Therefore, Namani is still our main infantry hero for Trap. Do not ever use Brook. I repeat, never use Brook. We will send our usual 5% infantry to the trap. Julie, the rider hero, is not a bad trap hero, but also not a great one. Her first two skills are damage dealers, and her attack military stats will make her a better trap hero than Gen 3's Miho. However, not a long-term option. We will send 15% riders to the trap. I saved the best for last in this generation. Tyler, Generation 4's hunter hero, has great damage boost skills. Tyler lasts for at least 2 generations, so he is worth upgrading until at least all level 5 hero skills. We will send 80% hunters to the trap. You might be wondering why I haven't included any resonating heroes as of yet. At the end of the video I'll discuss all of them, whether they are good for trap or not. Now, let's dive back into Gen 5. Emma and Eli's first two skills are damage reducers and therefore useless on trap. His third skill is an interesting one. Starting from round 5, every 4 rounds they deal an additional 240% damage to the first attacking troops of the opponent. This means you'll need 5 attacking rounds before this skill kicks in. When performing a higher level trap, with more rounds, Emma and Eli become semi-usable, however Namani will still outperform them. 5% infantry it is. Tweak is your best rider option. It's his first skill that makes him so overpowered when performing trap. His first skill increases infantry and hunter damage for the first 4 rounds of the battle. The effect gradually decreases after the 4 rounds. For trap it's perfect, as level 4 trap has exactly 4 rounds and level 7 trap has 5. Roxy is one of the best heroes in the game, but unfortunately she isn't as good on trap. Her skills deal less damage than Tyler's. Therefore we will stick with Tyler for this generation. 80% hunters will give you the best results. For the sake of completing the video I will add the best possible combination for Gen 6 heroes in here. If you want to know more about them, check Gen 6 trap video. Our infantry hero is still Namani with 5% infantry troops. Tweak still takes the rider spot with 15% riders. Tyler gets kicked out and is replaced by the one and only Luca, Gen 6 a hunter hero. We will go with 80%. Thank God. We can finally replace Namani with another infantry hero. Or can we not? For Gen 7 I would like to look at 2 different situations. Low-level traps and high-level traps. For high-level traps, you would want to use Magnus as your infantry hero. His first skill is my main reason to why I pick him here above Namani. Every 5 rounds infantry troops deal an additional 300% damage and increases damage by 8% to the target. Sounds promising, right? You'll need a good portion of infantry to activate 5 rounds in trap, which is why we will send a whopping 30% infantry troops. Tweak still holds his spot as rider hero, as Cardini is just a pretty bad trap hero, because there is no skill activation. We'll send 10% riders. Our hunter hero remains Luca for now. You could go for Makoto as well, with Grim as a stat giver. The latter will be a better option, however more pricey. More about resonating heroes later in the video. We'll send 60% hunters. Low-level trap still holds Namani as there aren't enough rounds to maximize Magnus' skill. You don't need such a high portion of infantry when using her, so we switch back to 5% infantry, 15% riders and 80% hunters. It's not just me, right? Hank really looks like a Backstreet Boys member. Anyways, just like Gen 7, I would like to cover both high and low-level traps. For high-level trap, Hank will most likely be outperformed by Magnus. Due to more rounds on higher trap, Magnus' overall damage percentage will be slightly higher than Hank's. We will go with 30% infantry. Tweak is still king and retains his spot on our trap list. I really don't like Courtney for trap. Tweak is miles better. We'll pick 10% riders. Tina looks like a pretty decent hunter hero for high-level trap and will outperform Makoto and Luca. We will use 60% hunters. When performing lower-level trap, you're better off with Hank due to his second skill boosting damage with 125% every round, whilst Magnus only has a 25% boost every round. It's both their first skills that make me decide to pick Hank over Magnus. In low-level trap you won't reach 5 rounds, which totally cancels out his skill, and Magnus remains with only with a 25% damage boost, while Hank retains his 125%. Both Tina and Tweak remain for now. We'll go with a 35-10-55 formation. Generation 9 is the final generation of heroes we will discuss today. It marks one of the worst generations I've ever witnessed in state of survival. For high-level trap you're best off with the exact same formation as Gen 8. Magnus, Tweak and Tina in a 30, 10 and 60% formation. Derek and Essie are both pretty bad trap heroes. The only Gen 9 hero that is usable for trap is Arthur, the hunter hero, but only on low-level trap. The same 35, 10, 55 applies here. Both Daryl and Wacko are not really usable on trap. Daryl has quite a bit of damage-reducing skills, which is not something you want to see when doing trap. Wacko's skills only starts working after round 16, which makes him equally useless. His second skill restores health. Joker is a decent trap hero, up until Generation 5. Tweak will outperform him. When using Joker in Gen 1 to 4, resonate him with your strongest stat rider hero. Make sure he has at least 4 stars, so you retain your stats. Makoto, however, is a great trap hero. She performs best on low-level traps due to her hero skills activating every round or every 2 rounds. She is an all-around good damage dealer, so definitely a good choice for every low-level trap up until Gen 9. Makoto is fine on a 4-star resonating level. That will be it for today's video. If you have made it this far in the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Share it with your alliance and you will become a trap god, just like Tweak. See you next time. Bye bye.